Haley Squad. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Okay, let's just get into it. Catching feelings, baby. Okay, say I went to the gym today. I'll insert the little clip at the end. Man, when you be at that gym, you don't be thinking about, well, I guess those that are used to doing it and, they'll film it, but I'll be too busy trying not to pass out. And then the machine I was on today, like, oh my God. These breast assists, they was in the way. But hey, I got the job done. Anyway, this is story time. So, they said tell the truth and shame the devil. So, I'm going to talk about myself. My throat is sore too. So, anyways. So, I'll say about 4 years ago, I had the breakup. If you look at my videos, I often say videos from the beginning when I first started, y'all will see that. Oh, you could tell that I was going through something, right? I was living my best life, but I was hurting. So, before I went to where I went to, this person I had been waiting to hear from for years, which was in prison. I finally got to hear from him. Mind you, I didn't know where he was at in the beginning when I first started looking for him, right? So, during this breakup, when I'm getting ready to leave, my sister called, his sister called, and like, somebody want to talk to you. It's him. I started crying instantly because this was like, we were tight. Nobody even knew how tight we was. Like, we was tight. And we never got to date because he got off into other stuff. And he said that was the reason why we didn't date, because he knew that I wasn't going to be, accepting of what he did, right? So, I heard his voice. Now, mind you, I'm hurt. I need comforting. It's different when someone comforts you than when someone that doesn't know you comforts you. You know what I'm saying? So, he comforts me. We're talking. And my mind says, see, this is the first time that I've waited on somebody from prison. I waited on my son's dad from prison. Not literally waited on him, but it's one of them things like, when you get out, it's going to be us. But while you in there, I'm going to live life. Mind you, he went in when I was 15, so I was just a little girl anyway. So, of course, I was going to live life. So, me waiting is not hard because sex isn't that important. I mean, it's important, but not important enough to just give myself around to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't mind waiting. But I started in the middle of us talking. It's like, okay, I'm going to wait. You got 5 years before you come up for parole. Now, it's not dawning on me that, when he come up for parole, if he gets denied, that's 7 more years before you can come up for parole again. Bam. Now, mind you, I haven't yet started. Let me put this in here. I have not yet started to seek God and praying and really into church. I've always really been into church, but here lately, I ain't, what I'm saying? It's a lot of things I still need to work on, but I ain't playing about that. So, when you start seeking God or whatever, he starts to talk to you and bring things to you, because the devil also knows what you like. Let's keep that in mind. So, he's planting things in my head, too, before I was really like seeking God, so I'm thinking this is God telling me these things, right? But God started letting me see things, right? The first thing is, whatever you help me out with, I'm okay with it. Okay, fine. I can deal with that, whatever I can spare when I can spare it. But I started realizing that you aren't grateful. Because if I tell you that I've sent you something and you say, oh, it sure would have been nice if you would have sent this. Or you can't send, you know what I'm saying? Can you put something here? Can you put something there? Nigga, you lucky to be getting what you getting. Now you got other, okay, there's the phone, there's commissary, and then there's just a regular, deposit where you send them money, and then they can, y'all know it. Yeah, y'all know what it do in prison. But here lately, I've been like, feeling like I'm in the same situation I was in that I just left. So it's like me saying things and he not comprehending what I'm trying to tell him. Nigga, if I left that person because of the same things that you're doing, you think I'm gonna stick around for this? I'm sorry that you made me the person that you depending on and leaning on. But if it's stressing me out and I'm finally by myself to where I can enjoy my blessings, no, I'm not obligated to do for you. I was trying to help out. But I don't think he even understand how greedy he was. But see, when you're doing extra activities, yeah. You can't talk about my extra activities because my extra activities do not compare to what your activities are. Because my activities last me for a month and over. Your activity lasts you for a day. So if you're addicted to something, then it only lasts you for a day. Then I started thinking, okay, at first what I was sending was okay. Now there's this extra stuff that's added on. And then God started showing me things. Okay, didn't you just get out of this? Doesn't this seem familiar? You do know that it's easy for him to show you a lot of love and give you all them words that you need to hear because he's locked up behind bars, right? He needs you. So, of course, the things that he say is going to be sounding good to you. You feel like, oh, yeah, I'm going to wait for you because you're going to be just what I need. Mind you, I've been knowing this person for 11 years. So this is not like some random dude that I done just start, what they call it, my pen pal. No, this is somebody that I knew. I've been loving this boy since he was 11. And not in love like that. It's just that was the person that, I wanted to be with coming up. But yesterday, I chose me. You would not get another dime from me unless God lays it on my heart to send you something. Besides that, I'm not going to support your habit. I'm not going to pay your debts. I'm just not going to do that. So God really worked on me and was like, that's not what I have for you. Do you think that I want you waiting like that for somebody? No, you don't have to wait for your person. Now, it may be a minute before I meet that one. I'm not saying that. But the person I meet, God knows what type of person I want. I would love somebody where I can say, hey, let's go to church. Get on up. Beat me up. Make me go. That's just what I want. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want somebody that openly and boldly will praise God with me. That's what I want, and that's what I'm going to get. And I'm not going to get those things if I'm study accepting in and everything. I don't want to do it. Could I have waited? Yes, of course. And if all this little stuff that has been shown to me through, God's eyes, I probably still would have been, in it. And it's like every time I talk to him, it's like I was talking to the same person. Only difference is he was nicer. He was sweeter. That was the only difference. So I had to cut ties with that. And I feel good, but then I feel so bad because you don't want to just leave someone hanging, especially when you know that they don't have anybody. But I see why you don't have anybody now. So I know that the person that I used to call for him is going to call me. He's probably going to be on the other line. Excuse me, I'm going to just politely tell him, please don't call me for him. We have no dealings with each other, so there's no need for you to even call me. And I'm done. It has nothing to do with me not loving him. It has everything to do with the fact that he thinks that I'm a fool in love. And that's no, not here. No. So I said today I passed the test. I finally passed the test. See, that's why I had to go over that again. Because I'm always trying to help. And then one of my biggest problems is I don't like to say no. So since you didn't want to hear no,
Okay. Since I do not want to make this video over, I just want to apologize for being that close up on the video.
But I can't do it. Now, here's the thing. And I also had a problem with the fact that I really didn't know why he was down there. And we never really had a conversation. Because what you're telling me and what I see online does not match up. And what I read online, I'm not feeling too good about that. I'm not feeling too, whether you say it's a lie or whatever and all that, it's there. So I don't know how else you want me to, because it's been tugging at me about the things that I read, the reason why he's there. You got life. You've already been in there. I'm not going to tell his business like that. But he's been in there for a minute. I'll say that. But no longer will I. No. I'm not going to do it. I choose me. Yeah. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And this has nothing, I don't want to discourage anybody that may be talking to somebody that's in prison, because there are a lot of people literally that are in there that are really innocent, and there are people that are in there that did something foolish and it ended up bad. I have a friend who texts me every now and then. I used to be on chat sites really strong back in the day. So I met this person one day. He came on my thing, whatever. And he, young, I think he said he was 18 or 19. And him and his girlfriend was arguing. Well, they would pull out guns and shoot at each other. And, that was just a regular routine or whatever. Crazy and weird to me. So one day they're shooting at each other. He's running up the street while she's shooting at him. He got his gun pointed backwards and he's running. He's shooting, backwards, but he's running. So he thinks everything, he waits to see if everything done cool down. He goes back home. Well, he goes back home to a dead girlfriend. While he was running, he literally shot her. So he didn't miss. So I forgot how long he was locked up. But he kept getting his parole denied because the daughter kept going to the court and, you know, saying she missed her mom, whatever she was saying. Every right. She was hurt, of course. So finally, I think it's been about maybe 6 years he's been out. Soon as he got out, y'all, the man had a job, 2 cars, and he works his butt off. He's married. I don't know if they're still married, but I know he was married. So just because a person is locked up does not mean that they're not capable of really loving you or doing for you or turning their life around. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about my situation, so I don't need nobody trying to tell me otherwise. This is just my story. Call me a fool, call me an idiot, call me whatever you want to. That's fine. But in order to know if something is real or not, you have to go through it. Thank God that I have the state of mind now where I don't keep it going. I don't keep it going. So once I start feeling like I'm being used, and once I realize that I think I'm paying debt because of a habit that you have, that's not what my money is for. When you get credit, that's something you have to deal with. Why? But it makes sense why you need extra. It makes sense now. But no more. No more. I hate it though, because I really love him, but I really didn't love him enough to be in a relationship with him. In a way, it was comforting because that's the person I was talking to when I was going through what I was going through. But like I'm over it. Like, I guess for me, since I'm over that person now, maybe that's why I'm not feeling him like that no more, because you was just my comfort zone. Not comfort zone, my what's the word I'm looking for? I think he helped me heal. But he served his purpose. And guess what? While I was healing, I was helping you out. So now, since I feel like I'm strong enough to just let everything go, including you, then you should move on to that part. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. I felt, and don't let the devil have you feeling guilty about stuff that you know. That's why I be holding on so long to people, because I feel guilty, because I know when he read that letter, he probably acted a fool. I know this. But that's your life. If you act a fool and you get in trouble or get another case, that's more time. You're not going to get parole. Don't put that on me and make me feel bad about that. That's your life. Yeah. But anyways, y'all, it's time to go to sleep, baby, because, baby, I am tired from the gym. I did 40 minutes on the treadmill, and then I do not know the name of that machine, but whatever the machine is that you do your legs, you push it out and I did 100 of those, and I think the weight was 170 something. I'm not sure. I know it hurted. That's all I know. And I was going to do my arms, but my throat is really bothering me. And I know it's because of this weather. But when you get a certain age, baby, you ain't gonna have to wrap up and stuff. Because ain't no way my throat should be hurting. It was just hurting last week. But my shoes broke on me yesterday. And for a split second, I had to skip in the house in the rain to get some more shoes. And my shoes broke on me because they was one of my favorite sandals. And I guess the heat probably melted the glue that had them glued together. So yeah, I had to like run in the house while it was, you know, the ground was wet. So that may be, I'm pretty sure that's the biggest part of why I'm feeling like this. But anyways, I won't bore you guys any longer. Pumpkin. Yeah, Pumpkin. That's my sister. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. It's over with. The blocking game is good. So we ain't gotta talk. But you know your sister. You know how I am. You know how I am. So yeah. Anyways. Peace. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring. This thing I got on, this thing is hot. Oh, look, this is for the winter. That's why it was $10 online. Whew. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. Ring the bell and tell somebody else about me. Let me get off of here before y'all see me pass out. Bye.